hearing you name a whole family of emotions from regret, guilt, anger, sadness, self-doubt, blame.
Yes.
And people may not see that grief is this package deal of emotions.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if you could explain to someone who is unacquainted with grief, how would you explain that to them? What is grief and what is grieving? How is that different from sadness? Yeah.
So grief.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So we really help, people like earlier on what we said, right? When you don't even know that you've experienced a loss. So we kind of help them understand what you're experiencing is what we term a loss in your life. And grief is really the reaction that you have to your loss. And that it is actually natural and normal. So we kind of establish that, give them a little something to sit on. And then we start to explain further to them that, and that's why all the emotions that come up, that whole family of emotions that you talk about, right? And because when you do not know that these are part of the results of your grief that's caused by a loss, that's where everything is just in a mess. And it's like, how could I be sad at one moment? But actually, and with some experiences, like, I'm actually quite relieved this happened, right?
Yeah.
But I'm so guilty to feel relieved because I'm not supposed to, right? Because it's a bad thing that happened. So, and then when they're going this way, that's where they get all kind of confused and that's where they got stuck, right? So in the course of helping clients, I like to use analogy. So it helped. So I told some of the clients, I said, you have seen a bunch of wires, right?
Yeah.
That's all messed up and entangled and knotted. And I say, honestly, I hate it when I see that because when you're trying to undo the knots, right, you thought you're kind of losing a knot here, but then the wire get messed up here. I say, that's almost like what's happening inside of you. Everything is getting knotted up. Everything is messed up and you find no way out.
Yes.
You don't even know where's the beginning and where's the end of the wire, right? Everything is just, and then you just think it's hopeless. I can't entangle this whole mess. So that adds on to the grief. So we say grief it's really a journey, a process that you need time to work at it, to sort things out. But don't try to undo the whole thing all at one time, because it will get worse. So we said, let's try to undo one knot at a time. But sometimes it takes a while to do that. And then let's try to just kind of do it bit by bit. And when we give it to a person who is grieving in that small bite, it sounds doable.
Yes.
And then they are willing to come along and that's where we begin the journey with them.
So this really sits well with people when we say that, they say, what is grief? So we say grief is really, the conflicting feelings, that you experience when there's a change in a familiar pattern of behavior.
Yeah.
Right? So let's then go to, losses that we talk about. So we're not just talking about death. So in a divorce, there's also a change in a familiar pattern of relationship and behavior, right? So the children are used to seeing daddy or mommy, busing them to school, or whatever it is. And then when one partner leaves the marriage, then they are left with only mommy at home or daddy at home. Then there isn't mommy reading to them at night to bed, or there isn't daddy, whoever has been sharing that, right? So there's a change in the pattern of behavior. So that's with the divorce. With the loss of job, I mean, we've been hearing about even multiple retrenchments, right? So let's just say this guy has been going to that same office for 7 years. So there's a same bus stop, there's the same MRT train, and he gets off at the same stop. He picks up kopi from that same kopi stand, and then suddenly he's been told, here's your package, don't come to work anymore. Even that familiar pattern of going to work is changed, right? So he's grieving, he doesn't know, but it's like, not just did he lose a job, but he's lost his familiarity. He's lost even saying hello to the man that he buys coffee from, that he exchanges, right?
Yeah. Wow.
So let's just say for a business closure, clients, right? You say hello and you got regular customers, even that is no more. Everything is gone.
Yeah.
So, but people cannot name it. What has happened? It's only a closed-off business. But no, with it is also all the other multiple losses, right?
Yeah.
Because
Of
then the fear
relationships.
of losing finances
Yeah.
and the stress at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything adds on, you know.
So even with the loss of job, it's also then loss of confidence.
Yeah.
But people just say, okay, I was retrenched. But with it also comes, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Why was
Yeah.
I chosen to be retrenched? Why not somebody else, you know?
Right.